So I am in the middle of doing a jelly roll race quilt top, and I'm coming to sew the two. I've sewn all my strips together, and I am coming to sew like the two strips together, and then I've realised I've got a bit of a boo-boo. Here, look, can you see? I've got that's the right side, that's the right side, that's the wrong side. So I am going to have to unpick all this. So I want to show you a quick and easy way that I use to actually seam rip that one that I've got in the wrong way around. So I'm going to put you over here and hopefully you can see there. So we have this sewn on the wrong way around. This piece here. So we've got to get our trusty friend. And what I find easier is you make a couple of stitch rips. Somebody says you've got to push the little ball in, but I don't figure out how that works. I prefer just use the point. And then turn over. I have to separate out the fabric. Turn over the other side. It's here. And then the whole thing just comes out. So it's only just a few little rips to get out. It's a bit of a challenge because I've got that sewn down as well. But within a few little cuts, the whole thing is free. So now I've got that free, I have to take this whole thing out. This whole strip wants turning round. So again, just every now and again, I'm just going to do one little rip and all the way down. And well, it seems to take longer when you watch. Somebody's watching you. So this is a couple of small jelly rolls that I purchased off Facebook Marketplace, and I just fancy doing another jelly roll race. I haven't done one for a while. In fact, I've only done one before. But I didn't like how sometimes it comes and you end up with too much of the same fabric in the same spot. So we've got that separated. I must admit it is a little bit more difficult when I'm pulling something out that's already in the partway through the quilt process. So I should be able to pull that one out. Just comes out. Probably didn't undo enough on the other side. These are, I think the person that sold this has had quite a few different jelly rolls, and they've just put them together to make a couple of jelly rolls to sell, because I've got a real mixture of fabrics going on here. And I was going to show you how quick and easy this came out, but it's been a little bit more awkward than it normally is. Always is when you've got the video on it, eh? So I've got that out now, and that one's not quite out. Let's see how this all comes out with the I cut these jelly roll strips in thirds, so I've got like a bit of not the whole jelly roll strip side by side. And right, so that's out, and I need to this is the one that's, sorry, I keep moving away from the camera, it's not very helpful. So this is the one that's upside down. I think there are some of these that are the boutique patterns, and I think they are just a little bit awkward to decide. Oh, this one wasn't awkward to decide which is right and which is wrong side. And I did it wrong. So it's been sitting here for a few days now for me to actually get to the let's just unpick that and pull it out stage. That's what we like, a nice big long one that comes out. So hopefully we've got right down to the last bits on this one. And I've got to undo this. And then we can just stitch it back up the correct way. So that's all corrected, so that's come out, so I'm going to stitch that back up there. I'll just put a pin in there. Just put a pin just to keep it together, and that's going to stitch down there, and we've got a pin to stitch that one in there as well. Going to stitch it back in the right way around. I think we need to open that a bit more. Stitch it back in the right way around. So we'll see how that came out in the camera because I didn't switch it around. So we're going to stitch that back in the right way around. Except I've got a twist on it. I'll sort that twist out and we'll be cooking with gas.